want to thank you all for coming. It's just so great to see everybody, and especially our Haitian friends and leaders from Haiti. Appreciate them coming, and it's just so good to see everybody. We've been planning this service for almost 2 months now, and looking forward to sharing and celebrating Vic's life with you. And I'm so thankful to the Zanesville United Methodist Church for opening up their facility to us, and also to our church, the ladies, for doing food. There's just been so many people helping us to make this a special day. And it's incredible, everybody pitching in on behalf of Vic's life. And I want to thank you, too, for all the cards and prayers and emails and phone calls and all the support that you've given the family and me since Vic died, and also before he died during his illness. So what's in store for me now? I don't know. Everybody's been asking me that, and I just don't know. I'm going to continue just like I have been at home and working in my church. And gardening. Lots of gardening now. But I just waiting for God to show me the plan that He has for my life. When we left Haiti February 8th, that's when we went down for that short period of time, I thought that part of my life was coming to a close. It's hard to think. It's hard to think about going back, and the first trip back will probably be one of the hardest things that I ever have to do. But I don't think that my work in Haiti is finished yet. But God will show me in His time what He wants me to do. And just a couple of days ago, I heard a song on the radio, and I hadn't heard it before. If you, when you go home, if you have internet, put in What Faith Can Do, if you don't know the song, What Faith Can Do, and look up the lyrics, because it's just a really extraordinary song. And I guess God knew I needed that right then, and He sent it to me. It's sung by Cutlass, and I'm just going to read a few lines of it from one of the verses. It says, "Life is so much more than what your eyes are seeing. You will find your way if you keep believing." And that's what I'm counting on God to do. I feel so privileged to have known and been married to Vic. Although I can't say that I always thought of it as a privilege at the time. If you all got weary of hearing all the details on things he was talking about, think about me having to hear these stories over and over again. I could tell a lot of them myself. We don't always appreciate someone as much as we should when they're here with us. I think people would say that they were lucky to have had one best friend in their lifetime. I had the privilege of having Vic as my best friend and be married to him too. He was my soulmate, as Steve said, and we worked together in Haiti for years. Vic often commented about how many people can work together and live together and on the mission field. And we didn't know of many people that could do that, if any. We worked on most things together, mission things, house things, and did fun things together. And we liked to take walks together, wherever we were visiting someplace or just at home. And like Steve said, we would have been married for 25 years in May. But longer than I knew Vic, his kids knew him. And he was a great dad. He really loved his four children and their spouses and his 11 grandchildren, and was proud of them. He had a special connection to each of his kids. He liked to talk about fish and flowers with Laurel, and he could analyze and debate the stock market or politics with Jeff. He supported Lisa's passion for trying new things and being self-sufficient, and he encouraged Peter's love of writing. And I'm thankful for them now in the way that they circled around me to support me, as have Vic's brothers and sisters and spouses. And I just don't know what I would have done without them the last couple months. Vic was an extraordinary doctor and surgeon, as you all probably know. And he also had very creative ability and talents and hobbies. He liked gardening and landscaping, and if he hadn't been a doctor, I know that's what would have been his profession. And he also painted pictures, he did stained glass, woodworking, collected fish, and he liked to write stories and articles. And that would have probably been his third choice of profession if he hadn't been a doctor, to write. He could repair or build just about anything. We rarely had a repairer had to call a repairman. He could install electrical wiring, plumbing, do carpentry, and he used the skills both here and in Haiti. He built a lot of things at our house, and last year built a greenhouse while he was on cancer treatment. And in Haiti, he designed the clinic and mission houses, and he designed and oversaw the construction of the hospital, a large school, a large dormitory, a lot of things. He just liked to design and build and landscape. About 2 months ago, or about 2.5 months ago, just a few weeks before he died, we were walking around the property back here, and he was showing me things that I needed to know. And he said, if you ever have to end up taking care of this place by yourself, you do what you want with it. He said, you get rid of the plants and trees and bushes you don't want, or get rid of the gardens or the little ponds. And I said, yeah, right, like I could do that. Get rid of your plants. But he said, I had my most fun designing and landscaping. Don't ever feel that you have to keep them for me. Maybe I wouldn't have kept them either. I'm not sure I can do that, but I think that sometimes the most fun for him was to create rather than to have it finished. So I guess he's probably creating in heaven right now. But not only was he talented and creative, Vic was always learning and teaching others, and that would have probably been his fourth profession. He would have been a teacher if he hadn't been a doctor. And I never ever felt stupid for asking him a question. And anybody, I don't think anybody ever did. Anybody could ask him anything. But most of all, I think he just wanted to promote God's kingdom. And that was one of the reasons we went to the mission field. When he served as elder, Sunday school teacher, and recently as worship leader at Zanesville Church of God. His close relationship with God was most important to him, and he wanted to see believers in the church discipling others to a closer relationship with God.